Ano ang masasabi ng basketball at volleyball analyst na si Ronnie Magsanoc sa performance ng teams matapos ang opening weekend? Coach Ronnie, welcome back to The Score and thank you for being here. Coach, exciting weekend. Nag-umpisa na ulit ang UAAP Season 79 women's and men's volleyball. Anong assessment niyo, Coach, opening weekend?
Wala masyadong surprises. I expected a very balanced competition sa women's at men's division. But when we talk about what happened dun sa over the weekend na initial games sa women's division, it just strengthened the fact that it's quite evenly balanced when we talk about 6 teams. And what I saw sa first impression na nakita ko is that 6 teams are going to crowd for the 4 slots in the semifinals.
Subukan natin, Coach, isa-isahin yung mga matches. Ateneo defeated UST in 3 sets. Ngayon, post-Eliza Valdez era, I don't think a lot of people expected it to be 3 sets. Ano yung masasabi, ano yung nakita nyo, Coach, dito sa laro ng Ateneo after Eliza Valdez?
I believe that the team was in transition last year after the loss to De La Salle in the UAAP. But 3 weeks after that, they were already playing the Shakey's B-League. Competitive na yung Blue Eagles. Anong masasabi? I think it is a team which has probably one of the deepest. We talk about the starting unit and the second unit. Mabigat yung holdovers. Gia Morado is still around. Of course, you have Bea De Leon. And then, nandyan yung pagbabalik ni Kat Tolentino and of course, Mitch Morente and Ana Gupico. In their first game, which they won against UST, hindi nagamit si Ana Gupico, hindi na ipasok si Jules Samonte. Coach Ty Bundit stuck with an 8 women rotation and it worked for him. Joanna Mariguinot is always there for offense. So, malaking kawalan si Eliza Valdez. 3 straight years. Miss Volleyball eh.
Yes.
2 MVP awards, top scorer, best server. She has done everything for Ateneo, giving them 2 titles. Mapagtatakban ba ng isa? Sigurado hindi. Pero magagawa ng paraan ng marami. And I think this goes hand in hand doon sa volleyball program ni Coach Ty Bundit because you have to keep the wheel turning. And I think this is where they are rich in terms of volleyball skilled players. Dahil, kumbaga, pag nawala yung isa, pag nawala yung dalawa, meron na kaagad nakashoot eh. And I think Kat Tolentino and of course, the return of Madi Madayag fills in the spots that they need. And add to that, pag may Gia Morado ka, may pantapat ka na kay Kim Fajardo eh. I believe the ticket towards getting to the Final Four is having a very good playmaker. And Ateneo has one of the best playmakers in the UAAP.
Do you think, Coach, despite the loss of their star player, in a way, masasabi na mas dangerous yung Ateneo because hindi mo alam kung sino ngayon yung go-to offensive player?
Sabi nga ni Bea De Leon, to quote her, sabi niya, it's time to showcase their own skills because right now they will be unpredictable. They will have spread out offense and sets will be equally distributed. Siguro challenge na rin para sa kanila to show what they have. And I think it's also worth mentioning that in terms of leadership na mawawalan dahil wala na nga si Eliza. I think Bea De Leon is going to be one of the more vocal leaders. If we talk about someone leading by example, it has to be Gia Morado for the Lady Eagles.
For UST naman, Coach, I know that they probably did not play as expected. Sabi mo nga, pinag-uusapan natin kanina, they are one of the teams na
mabigat din
this coming season. Ano yung nakita nyo dun sa laro nila nung Saturday? What are the things that they have to work on?
Unang-una, they lost Mela Tunay and Jessie De Leon, but ang bigat nung naiwan na core. This team has missed the Final Four for 4 straight years. Only Pam Lastimosa is left of the last Final Four team that played, I believe, 5 years ago. Matagal-tagal nang hindi nag-champion. Pero alam ko, this is one of 4 teams to have won the title in the last 9 years. Ano masasabi ko sa USD? This team is bound to make it to the semifinals. Sabi nga ng bagong team captain na si Rondina, hindi lang Final Four ang target nila. They want to make it all the way to the finals. This is a team which has won 15 UAAP titles with a proud winning tradition. Natalo sa Ateneo, pero ang paniniwala ko sa dulo lang natalo eh. And this is a team that has won the Uni Games last year. Also made it to the Reinforced Conference all the way to the semifinals. The only college team to be able to get to that spot. Natalo sa Ateneo. They were they had a hard time winning the tight points. Pero kung titignan mo yung suma total, Ateneo beat them. They did not lose the game. So that's totally different. Now with regards yung capacity to get into the Final Four, I think they have that chance. But they have to get their acts together, handle pressure,
Yes.
and be able to come together as a team. Of course, they're now to be led by Rondina and Laure, but of course, goes without saying that Pam Lastimosa will have a lot to do about their success run kung sakasakali this season.
Yung isa namang one of the powerhouse teams the past few seasons, ang NU Lady Bulldogs.
Yes.
Sila yung umabot sa 4 sets against UE.
Oo.
Yun yung medyo unexpected. you covered that game, Coach Ronnie, if I'm not mistaken. What did you see? Was it a case of opening day jitters for NU?
Ang alam ko lang nakonsume ng gusto si Coach Roger Guraya sa larong yun. Was I surprised? Probably, nagulat ako sa ganda ng larong ipinakita ng UE. But I felt that NU needed that. Mabuti nang magulat ka ng maaga kaysa matisod ka sa dulo, which is exactly what happened to the Lady Bulldogs in the previous season. They made it to, I believe, 3 straight Final Four appearances, but last year they were a game away from making it to the semifinals. Ano nangyari? Naunahan sila. UE is a different team. Why? Wala nang bagahe. Yung 58-game losing streak that spanned 4 years, natanggal na sa balikat nila.
Yes.
So now they can focus on the task at hand, which is to play hard, and play as a team. Kumbaga, makakahakbang ka na. Dati bigat eh. Kasi pati hindi mo talo, cargo mo.
Yes.
Pero ngayon, wala ka na sa laylayan, wala ka na sa dulo, pwede ka na maglaro. And they almost beat NU. Hindi yun 4 sets na nanalong NU.
Dikit.
Kasi yung third set was the pivotal set, and UE could have beaten NU in the third set. But once again, I'd say, mabuti nang na-jolt ka na maga because it was a very good test of character, 1 for Jaja and 2 for the rest of the Bulldogs. They will be playing with an 11-man roster for this season. That is unheard of.
Unheard of, yeah.
Pero doon nakataya si Coach Roger and they won a title in the Shakey's B-League sa Collegiate Conference. Can it be done? The answer is yes. Will they be able to sustain it? That's a big question mark. But the trust factor is there, and they're hoping that with a leaner lineup, team chemistry will be built faster, and that, kumbaga, mawala na yung nangyaring mga gusot last year na kung saan sobrang star-studded naman yung team ng NU. The main leader will still be Jaja Santiago, and I think she is very right to be not only the star for this team, kundi yung talagang hinete at siyang papalo sa mga kasama niya para talagang tumakbo ng diretsyo.
Now, quickly going naman, Coach, dun sa games nung Sunday, Salle, defending champions, defeated FEU in 3 sets. Was this expected despite graduation of their key veterans, sila Mika Reyes, si Demecilio, and Aragala?
3 of their starting unit left already because of graduation. Was I surprised of the straight sets win? A little bit. Kasi aside from Ateneo and UP and UST, I felt that FEU had one of the deepest benches. Dahil isa lang ang nawala eh. Although mabigat yun nawala kasi matinding setter si Giselle C. But with Remy Palma still there, Bernadette Pons, Tony Rose Basas, Jerry Malabanan, Kyle Negrito, Kyle Atienza. Solid yung roster eh. Pero ito naman, sa larong ito, ang nakita ko naman sa dami ng pagkakamali. Every set took about 30 minutes, meaning tight yung mga sets. Yung mga dulong puntos hindi nila nakuha. And that is where LaSalle's advantage lies. Knowing how to win, winning the big points. Of course, they still have their core 4. They have Kim Fajardo, Majoy Baron, and of course, the finals MVP, Kim D. They've lost great players, pero nandyan pa yung isang matindi, si Don Macandili. Best receiver and best digger last season. So, may bala pa. At saka sa siyam na mga championships in the last 9 years, 5 dyan hawak ni Coach Emil De Jesus. He knows how to win with the studded lineup, and he will figure out how to win with the lineup not really filled with superstars.
Last but not least, Coach Ronnie, isa sa mga teams na napag-usapan natin kanina na sabi mo one of the deeper teams also. UP, very promising and very almost so to speak lopsided win against Adamson, who is a very young team. Anong masasabi mo about this UP squad this season?
I think they had their breakthrough year last year, able to shatter a 13-year Final Four drought. And right now, this is a team very hungry for a title. 39 years of title drought for the Lady Maroons. Ano masasabi din sa panalo? I think it was decisive. I think it was a dominant performance for a team bannered by 3 veterans. Bersola, Nicole Chamzon, and of course, Princess Geyser. But then you have to talk about last year's super rookies who are now treated as super sophomores. You have Isa Molde, last year's Rookie of the Year. Justin Dorogan, of course, Tots Carlos. Kargado eh. At saka, ito yung team na ang ginawa talaga ni Coach Jerry. Sama-sama niyang itinapon sa gera, sama-samang nag-mature, and then Kat Bersola came back from a knee injury. Nicole Chamson decided to stay. If there's one question mark for this team, yung sa playmaker. Na wala si Jewel Lai. Last year, it was May Basarte and Mary Rose Kailing as the setters. Now, Coach Jerry shifted, kumambyo. Laki ng kambyo. Ngayon, si Estranyero na ang playmaker. Will it work for them? I'd like to see it work for them. But then, ang yardstick sa setters, 3 names para sa akin. Kim Fajardo 1, Gia Morado 2, Jasmine number 3. If Estranyero can play up to par with those 3 big names, then I guess UP is full steam ahead for the season.
Okay, Coach, first weekend pa lang, ang gaganda na ng mga insights si Coach Ronnie. Coach, thank you very much for joining us on the score.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.